Hi, it's me, Shirley, and I'm just locating the thread on here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's so good to be back. And if you are joining me live, I've got your comments on here now, so you can speak with me because I'll just wait for anybody who's joining to join. So welcome, and hello UK. Good morning, good morning. It is, what time is it with you there? It's actually not morning, is it? Oh no, it is morning, it's morning. Do you know, I get my bearings lost because I'm working in so many time zones now that, yeah, sometimes my bearings go. So how are you all? Are you all having an amazing morning? It is Tuesday over there. Should be Tuesday, yeah? So I thought I would come live again because today is launch day for Prosperity Codes. This is the first multi-author publication I've been published in, and I am really, really excited. It's how to attune to and attract wealth, joy, and abundance. So it is just so me. When I saw this title, because I'd seen several, when I saw this title, I was just like, I wonder, did they write this title just for me? So I'm really, really excited that we've got that all done, and it's out now to purchase. And because it's launch day, you can actually get the Kindle version for 99p in the UK, or 99 cents, I think it is in Australia and in the US. So please do just jump on there. The link is all over the place on my thread, so you will find it. I put it in earlier. But what I'm going to talk to you today is, first of all, I'm going to read a tiny bit from my chapter, and I just would like to just share with you a little bit of my journey, sort of getting here. And actually, the most interesting part of the journey was right at the beginning, and literally like the last few days. And it really, really ties in with everything that I talk about, ease, joy, and flow, and joyful abundance, and what is in the book. So my chapter is number 12, and let me find me. There I am. Oh, there I am. Oh my God, I don't know if you can see that. Shirley Jaffe. So when they asked me to come up with a title, I actually couldn't come up with anything particularly interesting. So mine is probably the least interesting title in there. However, it is what the chapter's about. So the highest vibration of prosperity is. And I'm just going to read you the first couple of paragraphs and a little bit. So, sitting on my stunning local beach in South Australia with my family around me. Well, I was on my stunning local beach in South Australia today because I went and I did a celebration with the ocean, actually. And I must have looked like a complete nut because what I did today was I had my earphones in, and normally I have an Audible when I'm walking. And today I decided to listen to some salsa music and some different, just music, so some dancing music. So I was jiggling around in the on the edge of the sea, playing with the waves. It was quite windy, but beautifully sunny. And it felt like literally total abandon and freedom. And that really is the essence of, for me, what joyful abundance is. So, sitting on my stunning local beach in South Australia with my family around me, living a juicy life, I really have to pinch myself that after 24 years of dreaming, I finally chose to follow my soul's calling and move across the world to start our new chapter. What I love the most is that I get to live each day aligned with how my unique energy works. And now that I finally connected and embraced and embodied my personal energetic profile, I've been able to create a life of more joy, purpose, and abundance, a place where My health, family, business, finances, and spirituality are all in flow, alignment, and harmony. And that, of course, is based on my own definition of abundance, but it may not be yours. But I've been fortunate enough to uncover, unlock, and unleash my own abundance blueprint and make it manifest. So if you're reading these words, I invite you to explore what your true definition looks like. And as you create your own definition, you're permitting other people to do the same. So I'll let you read the rest if you get the book. And there is also, there's 14 of us in here. So there's some absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous chapters in here of beautiful energetic transmission, practical advice, and lots of action steps. So, you know, if you're looking for a fun and prosperous read, then that's a good one to start with. And what I would really like to pick out of that is that creation of a life where all the pieces are in harmony. And what I'm going to share with you today is, so at the beginning and towards the end of this journey, it wasn't quite harmony. It was a bit tricky, actually. So I remember when I very first said yes. And if you're joining me live, do say hi. Oh, hi, Tracy. Hello. Happy launch day. Happy launch day. Tracy Rampling is one of the other co-authors on here. She's joining me here live. She's one of the other authors in the book. And your chapter's gorgeous, Tracy, by the way. I read it earlier. Yeah, when I first said yes, the first thing I had was like terrible imposter syndrome, like really bad. Because it was the first time I'd actually written a chapter in a book. I've written lots of articles, but it was interesting that just seemed to be completely different, like it was going to be in a completely different language or something. And this is what happens when we do something that is at the stretch level of our comfort zone, as it were. So I've been sitting in my comfort zone for quite a while, even though I've moved country and stuff, but yeah, still in my kind of comfort zone. And this was just a little bit out there, a little bit more out there than usual. So yeah, lots of healings happened there. I don't know if any of you have had that happen to you, where you've had something as a target, you say yes to it, and then suddenly you're just like, oh my God, did I do just that? So I did lots of healing on that. And thankfully that passed through, wrote my chapter. And then the last 2 days, what I'd done is I'd actually ignored my personal energetic profile. So some of you know that as well as energetic healing, body work, and all the other things that I do, I'm also a human design coach. So, and I don't do that specifically, but it's part of the Joyful Abundance Blueprint, and I'm a projector. So being around all these really, really energetic and like really high level ladies. I mean, when you step into a group with such amazing women, it really brings your energy up. But what I've done is I had allowed my empathicness to open up, my empathy, and allowed my open centers to actually work with their energy, which, you know, this is what happens when you have that design. So for the last few days, I just suddenly been feeling, the last week actually, I'd been having headaches, and I'd been feeling like not low, I felt great actually, but I've been having headaches and that kind of thing. And just not, my body was just not feeling right. What I hadn't realized is I had stopped going out in nature. I had, because I'd been working, I've been getting stuff ready for the launch and stuff. I had not been meditating. I'd been eating okay, but my sleep had been really disruptive. And the kids were just doing my head in a bit. So, you know, those of you who have children, there are ups and downs. And I did not manage this one super well. So, and again, Tracy, you're saying you're a 3-5. So the number 3, I'm a 1-3. I'm a projector. And the number 3 is that trial and error type of person. So we're constantly adjusting, constantly experimenting. And yeah, so I'd slipped in again to that energy of using my motors, because I've actually got a lot of defined centers, motor centers defined. Now, I'm going to stop talking human design because you could talk about it for ages, and that's not really the point. What I really wanted to say is that it's so super easy to get out of your own flow. And one of the things which I talk about in the book and is part of the Joyful Abundance Blueprint is actually finding your own flow and getting yourselves out of judgment and out of what other people are doing so that you can do you. And today was really a gift for me, having realized that, spoken to a couple of my amazing healer friends just for some help. Because you know what, you're nothing without a support system. And if you don't realize that, you find yourself quite alone. And I say you, me, I took a long time to get that I didn't have to do this stuff alone. And being part of a multi-author book is a real testament to that, because I'd been holding on to having to do things solo and only having to do things solo. And what if you didn't have to do things solo? What if you could have just as much success, just as much recognition, just as much satisfaction and peace and love doing things with people? So I'm going to read you a small clearing piece which really sort of ties this in for me. And this is what I felt when I was in this group of beautiful authors and when I've been in other groups. And I've actually since signed up for another multi-author book, by the way, because I want to immerse myself yet again with a group of amazing ladies who are all going towards the same goal. So generosity of spirit is what I'm talking about here, because that's what's required to collaborate, to have compassion, to connect really deeply with other people, which is what this book has really given me. Generosity of spirit is the sense that whatever you get or whatever you have is a gift to you, and that the universe is doing its best for you. So for me, one of the biggest things about prosperity is feeling that, and knowing, not just feeling, but having certainty, without a doubt, rock solid knowing that the universe will support me. The universe will always be there for me. So wherever you haven't felt that, can we allow you to let that go now? So we're going to go into some clearings, because as I talk, I tend to transmit energy. And you'll notice that in the book with all of the ladies, we transmit energy through these words, as well as the practical applications. There's also an awful lot of energetic transmission in there. So wherever you've not allowed the universe to have your back, or wherever you have doubted that, can we allow you to let that go now? Would that be okay? Now, all you need to do to allow these clearings to actually do their work is say yes. It's pretty magical. And I'm super into magic. When I learned this secret, I was just like, wow, okay, I kind of knew, but having it really come to life for me, amazing. So yeah, just say yes. And then the next one, which I'd like to read to you, is the gift you have is the difference you are. Be that and you inspire people. So let me share something with you. Right now I'm live. There has been 1 or 2 people popping in. People are busy. I get that. When you know the gift that you are, you be you, regardless of what else is going on around you. So a lot of people will talk about it from the perspective of consistency and passion, but it's actually just sending out the energy. And if loads of people hear these words, or nobody hears these words. This transmission, this energy is going out to the universe. And that can create, I believe, it can create miracles and ripples in the threads of the energetic space. And somewhere, someone might come across this in a year, maybe 2 years, and get something from it. It only takes one small thing. And do you know what's really funny? Earlier, I was just scrolling, looking for a meditation, and I came across a meditation from one of my mentors. And she used to do regular meditations, like activations and things every week. She's a super, super amazing soul. And I came across it and I was like, oh, okay. Oh, I've got one live. And I saw that it wasn't live, but it was like, I didn't read how long ago it was. And so I sat and I did that meditation. I did the activation. It was a transmission. And the energy was absolutely phenomenal, off the charts phenomenal. When I finished, I looked at the date stamp. I looked at when it was actually created. It was 2020. And it really just came back through that the things that we do and the things that we put out into the universe remain and are available for anyone at any time. Just like a book, any book, these words are now here and in the universe. They have been made manifest. And that, to me, is one of the secrets of having prosperity. So thank you for joining me. I would love you to have loads of joy, loads of fun, and loads of flow, lots of ease in your life, and everything that doesn't allow you to do that, would you like to let that go? So again, just say yes. So today is actually May the 3rd, 2022. If you're watching this today, the book is available now on Amazon, Prosperity Codes. It's available all over the world. And for today only, the Kindle version is at a reduced price. It's 99 cents or 99p. And I think the paperback is also at a reduced price. So go right ahead and go and get that. And even if you don't get it today, get it on another day. If you do get it today, drop me a message letting me know that you've actually purchased it, because I've got a really special gift for you, which is the mini course. I went through the details of that earlier, and I think I've put it in a post here somewhere. There's so many little bits and pieces. I'm going to pop that another post in there for you so that you can actually do that. And I will hope to see you on my 21-day experience, the Joyful Abundance mini course, if you've purchased. So thanks very much, and I will see you soon. Launch day! Bye, everybody. Bye.